Despite the downturn, the CIMB Group has just announced a 43.8% jump in net profits for 2009. The bank already has a huge presence across Asia and is a highly respected Islamic bank, winning several awards last year, including Most Innovative and Best Overall Islamic Bank. Eckart Sager spent some time with CIMB's leader Nazir Razak and began by asking about the strength of the Malaysian banking system.
Well, I think the main dynamic of the Malaysian banking system is the emergence of a strong cadre of domestic private banks, if you like. And we have gained tremendous market share relative to the global players over the years. And I think now we're ready for full liberalization, and I think the government is clearly going that way. There's probably another round of banking consolidation to go, and most recently a major potential merger has been announced. I think that Malaysia should have maybe about 5 or 6 banks. We have 9 today. Thereafter, I think all banks need to realize that Malaysia is a relatively small market in banking terms, and one needs to have economies of scale, which is regional, essentially. So what you will see, I think, is all Malaysian banks becoming more and more ASEAN going forwards.
You believe in the ASEAN economy, you're building a regional bank. What role can Malaysia play in a regional marketplace?
Well, I think it's about Malaysian corporates being part of ASEAN integration. Malaysia actually has a unique position in that we actually get on very well with all ASEAN countries. We're often the sort of friendly intermediary even between the different ASEAN countries. We have strong access to all ASEAN countries, and I think our corporates are regionalizing faster and more effectively than any other set of corporates. And for CIMB, actually, we're going to take it one step further. We're going to evolve as truly an ASEAN business. I think our earnings complexion also, we think by 2015, we're likely to be more Indonesian in terms of earnings than Malaysian. And I think we're set to see even changes in our ownership structure to reflect what will be a truly ASEAN business with Malaysian origins.
Malaysia has clearly announced that it wants to become an Islamic financial hub. What are the key advantages and what is the status so far? Have you positioned yourself effectively, you think?
Malaysia has the most developed legislative and regulatory framework for Islamic finance. We have done extremely well in my view, and I think that if you look at particularly the domestic Islamic finance market, it's the best in the world. Our bond market today is about 60% Sharia compliant. Our consumer banking is about 15% Sharia compliant. But to me, the biggest upside from Islamic finance is actually being part of the international Islamic finance market. Malaysia has been doing quite well there, but a lot depends on the global Islamic finance and how it evolves, actually.
There is increasing competition, though. Some places in the Gulf, even London. Is that serious at this stage?
No, I think we're set to complement these other financial centers. I think we are going to be one of the global Islamic financial centers. And I think Dubai, London, and others we're quite positive about them evolving Islamic finance center, because it actually means growing Islamic finance industry.
Because CIMB has really established itself as a leading Islamic investment bank. In fact, how have you done that leapfrog?
Well, we have been consistently acknowledged as the most active or the #1 global Islamic finance house, driven by a strong record in the sukuk market. The honest truth of it is that a large part of that track record is actually in Malaysia, because of a huge success of the Malaysian sukuk market. We have, of course, undertaken some very significant global deals, including the recent Petronas Sukuk, which is 1.5 billion US. We've also brought Khazanah. We innovated the first international Sukuk exchangeable bond, and we are making headway globally. But the great leap really has been on the ringgit success.
Given the global financial crisis, especially now in the wake, looking at the new sort of financial architecture, what role can Islamic finance play?
Well, I think we have a lot to learn, or conventional finance has much to learn about from Islamic finance. I think it also, actually, Islamic finance teaches you to do business with a clear sight to ethics and integrity. Yeah, I think that, to me, is the most important lesson one can derive. Also, Islamic finance ensures that finance is actually real, always real. And that's another issue that has emerged in the global financial crisis. Innovation and excesses had been in finance had been so detached from what is real, what is needed for business.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.